What is up, car addicts? Welcome back to the series where I customize and review past DLC and OG vehicles if I got the chance to, because I didn't start making car customization videos till about late 2015. As always, guys, let me know in the comments what car from late 2015 and older you want to see me customize next that I haven't done yet, and I'll display the most liked vehicle suggestion comment in the next customization video. So in today's video, we're going to be customizing the Pegassi Bati 801. Now, usually I don't customize older bikes. However, a lot of you guys wanted me to start doing some of the older OG bikes as well. And obviously I won't stop doing the remaining cars I haven't done yet. Obviously these bike customization videos, I guess, are just going to be mixed in as you guys request them. So this bike is an OG vehicle that's been in the game since day one and can be purchased from the Summer San Andreas website for $15,000. Now, there is also a Bati 801 RR variant of this bike as well, which is basically the same bike that just comes with 4 possible liveries, which are shown here, and it cannot be painted. So you can only choose from those 4 liveries, and that's it. If you want to be able to choose paint colors, you have to buy the regular Bati 801. Now, a lot of people think that the RR variant is faster, but that's false. If you look at the game code, they are actually identical in terms of performance. And for those of you who think the RR is still faster, that's just a placebo effect. They are both identical on paper. So the main difference just comes down to whether or not you want a livery or if you want a custom color. Now, the Bati 801 name was first introduced in GTA episodes from Liberty City, and the RR variant livery as well, which is pretty cool. And obviously the model was pretty much the same as the one we have in GTA 5. Now, in terms of performance, the Bati 801 is still top 5 for track performance for most tracks, and used to be the king for many years before the Hakachu Drag and the Shotaro came along in 2016. However, it is now currently dominated by the Power Surge, which is just an insanely quick bike. But if you're looking for a bike on a budget that can potentially get you top 5 in some motorcycle races and beat time trials every week, this is a fantastic buy and a must own in my opinion. But anyways, in terms of what the Bati 801 is based on, it's primarily based on the Ducati 848 mixed with the Ducati 1098. Both absolutely gorgeous bikes. But anyways, let's go ahead and check out the customization of the Bati 801. Alright, Bati 801, let's do it. Okay, so as usual, we got armor, brakes, engine, all the typical stuff here, headlights, and we'll do some xenons, why not? Plate, I did make a custom plate for this. You know, obviously we have the new plate creator, so might as well, and they're free, so we got the Ducati plate. Love that. Love to see it. Of course, like we talked about earlier, based on a Ducati, so I figured, you know, might as well throw it on there. In terms of the color combo, so for this one, I kind of thought about it back and forth. I was going to do like a black and gold color combo, or like a black and green, but I wanted to kind of keep it traditional. You know, when you think of a Ducati bike, the first thing you think of is a bright red bike or something along those lines. So I'm going to go with a metallic Torino red primary. Our secondary is going to be an ice white, and I just love that combination there. And then transmission will do turbo. And then when we get to the wheels, I think obviously the alloy wheels are a bit too bright, and I think a full colored wheel on like red or white, I think that will be a bit much. I mean, we can show it here just on one wheel so you guys can see. I think the white wheel, I think it's a little much. I mean, it does look kind of cool actually. Wow, that actually looks a lot better than I thought it would. You know what? I think I might do the white wheels. That actually looks kind of sick. What I was going to do originally, I guess you guys can let me know which one you like better. I'll just show both. We'll do Track Star, and then Track Star in the rear. And I was thinking of actually doing a red like that. I think that looks really good. I think the white kind of loses itself, you know, with the line. I think it needs to be all white for that. So I was thinking the red with the track stars, or I guess the street specials. I think these look really good. The racers look, oh, the racers are kind of similar. Yeah, so the street special with the street special rear and the white. Man, that looks really good. Wow. Yeah, the red is that's too much red, I think. No, what? Man, you know what? This is it right here. That's the ticket. Wow, that looks really nice. Let's do that. And that's all the options there. So unfortunately, this bike, it doesn't have any visual customization. A lot of bikes in GTA, believe it or not, do. But this one's just one of those where it doesn't. Technically, you could consider the RR variant having customization because it has, the liveries, but you'd have to buy a separate bike for that, and that one you can't actually paint, so you're just forced to choose one of the liveries. So that's why I personally prefer the regular Bati 801, especially since the performance of both of them are identical. And anyone who says, no, the RR is actually faster, if you look at Bruffy's GTAcars.net website, he has all of the game code there from PC, all the values for engine speed and all that stuff. They're both identical, just copy paste. So if you think the RR is faster, it's just a placebo effect. But anyways, here it is outside. That looks fantastic. Love that. Very cool. First person. Of course, we got the gauge cluster there with a carbon. These bikes are cool. And the first thing you want to do when you ride one of these bikes is immediately pull the wheelie so you can get the crazy speeds. These things are just so much fun. And this one, I mean, I think we can all agree, this is by far like the best bang for the buck in the entire game, I would say. $15,000, I mean, that's cheap. And you have something that's just insanely quick. I mean, you could literally buy this fully upgraded. I mean, what's it gonna cost you? 100,000 with everything, right? And you could do time trials every week and beat them with this thing, every single one of them. And those give you $100,000. So I mean, this thing just pays for itself right away. Plus, you could use it in some motorcycle races, even though if there's a Reaver in there, or not the Reaver, the Power Surge. Sorry, there's a Power Surge in there, even though the Reaver's decently quick too. But if there's a Power Surge in there, or Shotaro, Hakachu Drag, etc., you're gonna have a tough time, competing. But depending on the skill of the racers in that race, you could probably pull like a top 5, top 3, depending. The Bati's no joke. It really is. I mean, it used to be the king for a while. And honestly, depending on the race, I mean, it was still relatively competitive with the drag, the regular drag, and the Shotaro. And obviously, the HSW drag is on another level, but that's on on current gen. But if you're on old gen, I think you still have a a decent chance. It's so much fun. It really is. Highly recommend buying one of these if you don't own one already. If you're a beginner, even if you're, a veteran player, it's still worth owning. All right, let's look around it here. I was gonna say let's open the doors and stuff, but this is not a car. I usually do this in a segment of these videos, but let's walk around it in more detail. Got the carbon there. Any carbon here? No, some plastic exhaust. I wish they would have at least let us change the exhaust pipes or something, but carbon cluster looks sick. It's just a great looking bike. I think definitely one to own, and pretty much a classic. I'm pretty sure most of you watching this have owned this bike or probably still own it in your garage currently. It is one of the OGs for sure. But anyways, guys, remember to let me know down below what vehicle from late 2015 and older you want to see me customize next that I haven't done yet. As always, the full list of cars will be down below in the comments. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.